Gamescom is one of the biggest gaming events in the whole world. Every year, publishers and indie devs show off their upcoming projects, and it's honestly one of the best times to discover new stuff. Not every game I'm talking about today was officially announced at Gamescom 2025, but all of them had some type of presence there through demos, updates, booths, or just generally being a part of the conversation. So today I'm sharing the indie titles that really stood out to me personally, why they caught my eye, and some quick details about each one in case you want to wishlist them too. And hey, if you're new here, my name's Tom, welcome in. This channel is still really small, so every like, comment, and subscribe really does make a huge difference in helping it grow. I'm a PC gamer who also loves handhelds like the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and the Nintendo Switch. So most of the games on this list are ones I think will really shine on those devices. But don't worry, each of these is also going to feel just as great on a regular desktop or laptop setup. Alright, let's jump straight into the first game. So first up is called Light Odyssey. I'm not usually one for boss rush type games, but Light Odyssey really caught my eye the second I saw it because of how striking the visuals are. The whole game looks like it's just drenched in this negative black space with all these glowing figures and crisp outlines. And I really couldn't help but just imagine how good this game is going to look on an OLED monitor. The kind of inky blacks that just suck you in, it's going to look like a feast for the eyes. There's something really immersive about that look. It honestly kind of reminds me of Shadows of the Colossus in the way it feels lonely and larger than life, outside of the fact that you're also fighting these giant colossi. Except here, it's zoomed out with more of a top-down perspective. Gameplay-wise, it looks like each boss fight is less about going crazy with attacks and more about being patient, reading their movements, waiting for openings, and landing those precise strikes, sometimes in line with the environment as well. The rhythm seems really deliberate here, which makes the art style feel even more powerful because it gives you time to sit in it. I don't usually gravitate towards this genre, but between the atmosphere and the gameplay loop, I can see myself really getting lost in this one. I can't wait to check it out. So Light Odyssey has a release date to be announced sometime this year in 2025, and it also had a playable demo at the Gamescom showcase. And as with all the games I talk about today, look down below in the description for a quick link to the Steam page if you want to go ahead and read further into what the game is about, and also give it a wish list. That really helps the devs know that you're interested. Next up is Duskfade. So Duskfade gave me serious waves of nostalgia. The moment I saw it, I thought, man, this feels like something I would have played on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. It definitely has kind of a Jak and Daxter or Kingdom Hearts type vibe with bright, colorful worlds and gameplay that just feels alive, really cartoonish, overly saturated, and just very inviting. I love 3D platformers, so for me, this one's exciting because it looks like it's mostly built around traversal. The grappling, the swinging, the dashing, it all looks designed to keep you in constant motion. And from what they showed at Gamescom, this is a game that's going to reward flow. Once you get into a rhythm, it looks like a kind of platformer where every jump and swing feels connected. It really looks like one of those games where its biggest selling point is just that it's fun to move around, explore, find things, and you sprinkle a little bit of combat in there. It seems like a great package. So this one had some showcase footage at Gamescom 2025. And it's got a release of 2026. It'll be on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Next up on the list, we have TANUKI Pawn's Summer. So this one really just looks like a blast to play. TANUKI Pawn's Summer feels like it was tailor-made for handhelds, in my opinion. You're a Tanuki on a BMX bike delivering packages, pulling tricks, and zipping around sunny neighborhoods. In my mind, it almost feels like a weird fever-dream cross between Animal Crossing and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, or Matt Hoffman's BMX, which is wild but somehow works perfectly and I want to play it. The art style adds so much personality too. It's bright, warm, and these colors that almost have a Ghibli-like summertime vibe. It's hard to describe. And the best part is that there's already a demo on Steam, which wasn't there the last time I saw this game teased. And it just feels like a game that's going to be perfect for chill sessions on handhelds while still being fun on desktop. So yeah, if you're interested in this one at all, definitely check out the Steam page, give the demo a try, and you can expect the game to launch later this year. It'll be on PC, Switch, and Xbox Game Pass. Next up, we're talking about Unbeatable. Unbeatable had me with the concept alone. So in this world, music is outlawed, and your way of fighting back is through your band and your songs. That setup just oozes attitude. I love that it's got bold anime visuals and kind of a punk rock energy, but it also keeps the rhythm gameplay simple with just 2 buttons. That makes it easy to pick up, but it's still intense when the songs really kick in. What really seals it is the soundtrack. It seems like it's going to be packed with anime punk tracks that match the visual vibe perfectly. And the fact that you're not just playing song after song, but actually exploring, talking to people, and experiencing the story makes it feel fuller than most rhythm games. It's dropping in November, but the demo already shows how stylish and fun it is. This will be launching in November, and it will be on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. Alright, so we're halfway through. If you're enjoying this list so far, please hit that like button. It really helps out a new channel like mine. Drop a comment and let me know which game you're excited about checking out. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more indie rundowns like this. Thanks for your support. It really goes a long way. All right, the next game on our list is one that I'm really excited about. It's called Deep Dish Dungeon. So this one really stood out to me because it takes dungeon crawling and it adds something you don't usually see, which is cooking. You're wandering through these first-person labyrinths, fighting monsters and gathering ingredients. Then you head back to camp to cook meals that give you buffs for your next run. It makes food just as important as combat, which is such a fun twist. The other thing that gets me is that it's fully co-op. You can play it solo, but you can also crawl through dungeons with up to 3 other friends, online or locally. The thought of exploring, scrambling for ingredients, and then sitting down at a campfire to cook together before heading back into danger, that's really the kind of loop that sounds both cozy and chaotic in the best way. Deep Dish Dungeon was announced during the Awesome Indies showcase at Gamescom 2025. So far, it doesn't have a release date. It's to be announced. This one is more of an action RPG with fast combat where you can swap between different weapons and elements mid-fight. And that carries over into puzzles as well. It feels like the kind of game where combat is frantic, but you're also using your brain to solve challenges along the way. In the visual department, it's kind of reminding me of Sea of Stars in the best way possible. It's got a retro, pixelized look, but it also looks like they're implementing some really modern lighting features that just help the game feel more alive. Aside from that, the world building really excites me too. It's not just about beating enemies, but it's about restoring a civilization that's been lost to darkness. You know, the classic return a world to its former glory type story. I'm not sure about you, but personally I feel like if a story like that is done well, it gives it more weight and makes me care more about the journey and the characters. With a demo dropping sometime this fall and early access set for sometime in 2025, it feels like the kind of game I'll just want to sink serious hours into. So again, expect early access for the game sometime before the end of the year. And I'm not too sure about console release, but you can definitely expect this one on PC. I'll be surprised if it doesn't show up on Switch and consoles as well. Next up, we're talking about a game called Wanderburg. This is one of the most unique ideas I've seen. Wanderburg puts you in control of a fortress on wheels. You roll it across landscapes, gather resources, upgrade it, and fight other mobile fortresses. It's basically Howl's Moving Castle meets a roguelite, and I'm here for it. I've definitely noticed a trend of a lot of studios taking on the idea of having some type of moving fortress, but it's really fun to see different interpretations of it. And for this one in particular, it feels pretty unique. I haven't really seen anything else like it. The art style is simple and clean, which fits perfectly for a small indie project like this. What I like most is the potential for every run to feel different. It's still in early development with no set release date, but the concept alone makes it worth watching. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one, and I can't wait to play a demo for it if they end up releasing one. Release date is TBA, and expect to play it on Steam. Next is Forgotten Fragments. This one grabbed me because it looks like a puzzle platformer I could just really melt into. Forgotten Fragments is all about wandering through fragmented, floating worlds at a slow, thoughtful pace. It's got this dreamlike atmosphere that feels kind of meditative, and I can already imagine playing it when I just want something calm to pick up and play that I can easily put down and kind of play in small bites. Meaning, I like that it's linear. It's not a Metroidvania, even though it looks like it could be. So there's no backtracking or trying to figure out where to go next. You just move forward, take in the visuals, and solve puzzles along the way. It's a smaller, quieter game, but sometimes that's exactly what you want. Unfortunately, release date for this one is to be announced, but you can expect to play it on Steam. Next on the list, we have Rootbound. Rootbound is one of the games I'm most excited about, especially for handheld play. You play as a little plant creature with a talking backpack, exploring a ruined world and slowly bringing it back to life. You notice the recurring theme there? It's got physics-based puzzles, torches, and environmental mechanics like campfires that give it this tactile, cozy feel. I've been following this since early footage, and seeing how much more polished it looks at Gamescom, it got me even more hyped. It's not a flashy game, it's slower and definitely more atmospheric, but that's exactly why I think it'll be really good on Switch or Steam Deck. It's planned for 2026, and I'll be keeping a close eye on it. I did hear they had a demo for it at Gamescom, but I don't currently know if that's playable on Steam. As soon as they do release it on Steam, I'm definitely going to check this out. Expect that one to come out sometime in 2026. Alright fam, I got one more game for you. This one's called Denshattack. And it's just wild. Denshattack is basically Tony Hawk's Tricks, but you're in a train. You grind rails, flip, and pull off combos across Japanese landscapes while battling rival gangs. It's really as ridiculous as it sounds, but it's stylish in a way that just looks like it works. It's packing more than 50 levels, apparently, inspired by real railways in Japan. Add in a soundtrack by the same individual who created the Sonic Mania soundtrack, and it feels like they're going to have as much energy in its music as there is in its gameplay. It's due early 2026, and it'll be on Game Pass day one, so I'll definitely be trying it out. So Denshattack is going to be releasing on PC, PS5, Xbox Series, as well as Game Pass. And that's gonna wrap it up. What a nice little list of indie games. Gamescom 2025 really showed up this year. Some are cozy, some are chaotic, but all of them feel like games I'd happily load up on my handheld, or just sink into on my desktop, or on my couch. Let me know in the comments which one really stood out to you the most, or if there's another hidden gem from Gamescom that I should check out, let me know. If you enjoyed this, hitting like and subscribing helps this small channel out more than you know. Thank you for hanging out with me, and happy wishlisting. My name has been Tom, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!